Hey crafty friends, today I have some beautiful 49 End Market paper and collection here called Crafty Garden, and I have this page of some journaling cards that I wanted to cut out and show you how we can turn these into some really cute designs with our decorative frames for card making and even scrapbooking. So I'm just starting out by cutting out this whole page. These are about 3 by 4 inch journaling cards, and I'm just literally going through and trimming out each individual one. So what we're going to do is just place them on our largest decorative die frame, and we just have to trim the edges of the sides a little bit to make it fit perfectly on the inside so it frames nicely around there, and you can see that looks amazing. I love that. So I'm going to just start by cutting out 12, because there's 12 different squares here, of the decorative sentiment frame die. These are now back in stock. They were out of stock for a while and back ordered, but now you can get them today. But I would hurry because they sell out quick. So I'm actually just cutting these out in 110-pound paper, and what that does is with that embossing, it makes it really nice and deep in the paper, and it doesn't cut through. So here I'm taking a little bit of Catching Rays. So this is Catherine Pooler ink color that we have in stock. And I'm just going through and doing direct to paper, which means I'm just pressing the ink pad down on each sides of my frame. And so what this does is you'll see it does like an emboss resist where our beautiful arrows and embossed design stays white, while when you do the direct to paper inking, it does that beautiful color. So it makes these really beautiful frames. So look at how beautiful this is. That yellow is so striking. So I'm just going to go through and kind of show you. I have a scrap piece of paper here, and then I'm just taking this as Glacier, so one of the newest Catherine Pooler colors, and this one you can really tell because of how dark this ink color is. So see how the embossed etching stays white, but when you do the ink over it, obviously it takes on that blue. And then you do want to wait for, I like waiting a little bit for the Catherine Pooler inks to dry when you do them this way, because they do end up drying really nice and evenly toned. And then this is the green, so this is Succulent. I kind of stick with these 3 colors. I do use another blue. So let's kind of get started on this journaling card. And this is the easy or fun part. So I literally just have these journal cards that are 3 by 4, and then I found that trimming down the sides, as you saw me doing, to about 2 7/8, so that's just the etch right before the 3, is the perfect width for our decorative frames to make a sort of frame like this. So you could definitely do this with pictures for scrapbooking. Really the ideas are endless here, but I just wanted to show you how you can use a full page of scrapbook paper that has these journaling cards, and you can make this beautiful frame and make them personalized with whatever color you want, and then just go through and add your special touches. So this is the Crafty Garden collection kit from 49 End Market. And I have that linked in my YouTube description below. So here again, you'll see me, I'm just trimming like very little off pretty much each side. And I didn't really measure on this one, but afterwards I measured for you guys, and I think the notch right before the 3 is kind of the perfect. So 2 7/8 by 4 inches tall is kind of the perfect inch or width and height that you would want for the inside of our decorative frames. Notice also how this ink dried really evenly, like I was saying, and look at how beautiful that is. I just love that blue. It's very bright and stark. And then here I'm just decorating. I'm just taking this tag, some chipboard from the same collection kit. This works really great if you have a collection kit. I've had this one in my stash that I bought, and it's one of those things where I bought it and it was so pretty I didn't want to use it, but I figured, oh my goodness, this is such a fun idea. I saw these journaling cards in there, and I just loved creating things like this where it's not necessarily a finished product per se, but I can grab one of these later and put them on the front of a card, or put them on the inside of a card even, or a lot of these things are really great for scrapbooking as well. So like obviously this one, the best day ever. So here are there's the best day ever. I trimmed that down, and here are some other ones I made off camera. Thinking of You would be great for a card. You Are Amazing, be great for a card. And there's some of them that would be really great for scrapbooking, as I was saying. So I'm just literally going to go through and do the same exact thing. I'm just trimming both edges so that I'd like to do both sides so it looks more even. And then this one, I kind of decided I think I want to try Mardi Gras because it's not the exact color of that paper. So I'm just going through and doing some greens and then some yellows here. So this is Catching Rays, and then Succulent and Glacier is mainly what I'm using. And I do recommend getting the ink refillers if that's not something we have in stock. We just do the ink pads as of now. But if you're like, hey, get the ink refills, we'll buy them from you, let me know and we can get those in stock. So here's that Mardi Gras. Look how pretty that is. So, and you can see the difference, as I was saying earlier, with the ink being dried. And then once you put that journaling card on top, you can't see really like, where you crisscross in the corners and stuff. So I really love this technique. I thought this was so fun. And I think it's just so beautiful, these beautiful like nature type cards. And I really wanted to try these too. I noticed halfway through that all of these journaling cards were pretty much vertical. They all are. So this one I decided to try to make horizontal myself by adding some laser cut elements, and then I'm adding my sentiment sideways. And throughout here, you'll see me using our tape runner or scrapbook adhesives by 3L's tape runner, as well as some thin foam squares and the regular 3D foam squares. So both of those come in handy here. And then I like to just trim the edges. And I like when these kind of come off onto the frame, so it makes it look even more realistic. So even though that's sideways, I still think it looks great. So here we're going to work with the Mardi Gras one. This isn't really the color scheme in here, so what I'm doing is ink blending onto my flowers that I want to use and also the butterfly. And I even wanted to use this element just in case I thought maybe I would use this. And you can ink blend like that right on chipboard, so that's super nice. So I'm just going to glue this flower down, and now it matches a little bit better that more of like a green tealy blue rather than like the darker blue. So that looks really pretty. So yeah, I'm just going through and literally just kind of placing things where I'd like. I love doing bulk preparation for something like this where we can use these later in a card, or maybe you're just doing this because you want to and there's no end result and it doesn't have to be anything that you're using for anything in particular. I even have a couple frames in here, as you just saw, that I kept white because I thought they were just really beautiful against some of the paper, like the blues. And so here's, I think maybe my final one. This one actually matches the paper here I have in my background, which is really pretty. And it makes it really easy and simple when you have a collection kit where you have all these different journaling cards. And it's like, obviously they're beautiful and you can use them on their own, but why not spruce them up a little bit? And so here I'm just adding a little bit of the same exact flowers onto the element, the journaling card here, so it looks like they're kind of popping off the page. So stuff like that, just to make it a little more special with that, of course, the decorative border. So here's another one I'm showing where I'm just putting it on a white frame. And I just think that it looks really beautiful because of that white font. So you don't have to do the direct to paper technique, but I just tried it and I was like, this is so cool how the embossing stays white and then you get that beautiful color. And it's such a fun way to use the Catherine Pooler inks, which we have all these colors in stock in our shop now today. So you can check those out. Everything I have linked in the YouTube description below. And how pretty is that one? I really like that. Cute. So here are all these journaling cards. Put that up there. Thankful for you, smiles for you, really pretty. So I made 12, you guys. So here's 1, 2, 3. A lot of these things, like I said, great for card making, but also really great for scrapbooking. Moments to remember would be great for scrapbooking. Hello Friend, that white is actually really beautiful. And here's that Mardi Gras with that brighter blue. The darker blue is just really, really striking. And then our last couple ones here, Thinking of You, good for a card, and then You Are Amazing, and then one more here, the horizontal, really great. So let me know in the comments which color did you like best. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.